The first word that comes to mind for me when I think eating disorder is enslavement.
It's not about the food. An eating disorder really is a method of controlling a life that feels out of control.
You don't view food as just a natural, everyday occurrence like most people probably would. Instead, food is something that controls you and that can destroy you.
My eating disorder began when I was 14 years old. My parents had gotten divorced when I was 3, and I had blamed my father leaving us on myself. At the same time, I was going to a private school where I was bullied, and so I had this belief that I was this horrible person that nobody wanted to be around, and so my way to cope was to not eat.
And I felt a lot of fear and loneliness, and as I went into my senior year, I felt a lot of depression. I took Weight Watchers to an extreme and just kept cutting and cutting and cutting the food.
When I was in high school, I started doing pageants and began to struggle with body image and my weight. One of the pageant directors jokingly said I should only eat crackers and water in order to fit into my dress, and I took him seriously. It led me to the point where in order to cope with things, I would just stop eating.
The center didn't exist when I was sick and when I had needed help, and I'm so happy that it's here and available in Asheville because it's so incredibly helpful as a resource.
We have people come from all ages, all different sorts of eating disorders, all different life experiences, but we have that one thing in common, and that's the struggle.
Unfortunately for me, the eating disorder got to the point where my life was physically in danger. Creating more awareness for eating disorders, more resources, that for other people, it won't get to that point. It won't get to the point that it's controlling their lives.
It's a very comfortable environment to be able to share what your concerns are and ask for and get support.
When you go to that support group, you've actually got a clinician there that is facilitating that group, which is so great. So you have that expertise right there at your fingertips that can give you some support and at least open up the door for different ways to help start that journey of recovery.
And there were times when I felt very hopeless and I thought that I would never recover. And so to be able to sit here and say that I'm recovered is such a gift to me.
Know how much you're loved, and know that you have gifts within you that are meant to be shared, and that you deserve to be happy.
You don't have to suffer, and you're definitely not alone. And it doesn't matter what you're going through, whether it's simply that you don't like how you look in the mirror, or if you have a full-blown diagnosed eating disorder. Everybody deserves to be happy, and you are perfect and worthy exactly how you are.
In the United States, 20 million women and 10 million men suffer from a clinically significant eating disorder at some point in their life. At the Center for Disordered Eating, our group of community members and professionals work together to provide support and resources for individuals and families affected by disordered eating. Recovery is possible. You are not alone. Visit us online at thecenternc.org or call our helpline at 828-337-4685.